No going back. There's no going
No.
back now.
No. No. No.
Yes.
Hey, Lois, out of curiosity, do you know where I put my screamer? Actually, no, I don't. I have it on D&D Beyond.
Excuse me?
No, no, no. I don't need it for the thing. I realized the other day that I don't know where my stats are for a certain creature I made, and then I realized, oh yeah, I put it on D&D Beyond.
Oh my
Ignore me,
god.
it's fine. I hope I put it on D&D Beyond.
If not, I'm sure I could find it.
Oh God, no, it's not. I fucking God, no. I'm not allowed to have a full-on angry breakdown. I'm streaming. I can't do that in front of people.
Don't worry, Peach. I have the stats somewhere as well. Don't forget, I made them. I can
I
go for.
made them.
Well, we made them together. I helped you.
Yeah.
You made
Don't
them.
take the credit.
You made
We made it. Heathen.
I made it using this the fancy thing to make it look professional. I can hear
This is why
the.
Alena is going to die.
What did she even do to you?
Everything.
Um. Oh.
I'm
So hello,
being threatened again.
oh god. Also, hello everyone who's here for this very weird thing. So this is kind of a one shot, not a one shot. It's a mini session between sessions because a while ago it's actually meant to be like a bit ago. It's meant to be like 2 weeks ago. We meant to do this, and then just
It was
time
supposed to
went.
be before our last session.
Yeah, but what it
Oh well.
is oh well. Honestly, what we've planned actually makes a bit more sense now. Anyway, um, but it's kind of like a session between sessions because me and Peach like role playing, and we kind of wanted to give two characters, being Alena, which is of course the child, and Ufaris, the definitely one she doesn't have a crush
Other
on,
child.
the other child, a chance to interact for a while without taking up time in the main session from the other four. Um, so that way, when it goes to then the session next time we play, whether it be this week, next week, whatever, um, Pancake, don't just die on me like that. Um,
Do it.
when we get to the next session, then it's all done. We're not thinking, "Oh fuck, we forgot to do this." We're not like, "Oh fuck, we keep procrastinating and putting it off," or whatever. It's there. It's done. Um, and also just we'll just make these two just develop a bit more as characters. Therefore, it's not going to be taking up main session time by having the children be gay somewhere else. I don't know why the bot died, but alright. Alright, Pancake, how dare you? I was trying to set the mood here, Pancake.
Womp womp womp.
Not that, not that kind of mood.
Oh yeah, wrong age group. Sorry. Where's my button for the beginning of porn? If I could repeat that sound in my mouth, I would, but I cannot. I'm not a kinku. God.
Oh my god, what the fuck? McKinley just called you out already.
What did McKinley do? I
She
can't see chat.
she just put Peach when you said the Pornhub sound.
Whatever what? The bad
Shit.
thing is that you know what I'm talking about.
We all know what it is, Peach. Even people who
Yeah.
don't know it knows what it is.
Yeah. And that's not my fault. I can't help hear you. The disrespect.
I'm dead. I think the bot just died on us. It's fine. We don't need the ambience. We can make our own ambience. Cricket sounds intensifies. Hey, Peach has been sub for 16 months.
It's
Okay,
been 84 years.
it's been 16 months, so that's not 84 years, but fuck
It's
it.
been 84 years.
The war was a long time ago, Grandma. You need to go back to sleep.
Me.
Grandma's without her Adderall, guys. I need to get the insulin.
God.
It's working again. Good. All right. Well, Peach, you're the DM still, so.
I
Oh,
don't
hi,
want to
Kit.
do that.
Welcome with the raid of 2. I know you don't want to DM, but you don't want. You're still the
I
DM in
don't
this
want to
camp.
do that.
You're still here, so do it. Do the thing that I
Damn it.
pay you for.
You don't pay me shit. Listen,
I. What did I just? What did
I'm
I
not
give
Matt
you?
Mercer.
What did I give you earlier today then? The fuck was that?
I don't know. What was that, Lois?
Anyway, Peach, the floor is yours. Despite the fact that this is your campaign.
Give me a second. Oh no, rest in peace, Kideth.
Kenneth.
Okay. Well, when last session ended, everyone was going to bed for the night. Bowie told the group a really interesting story of her grandfather and how her tribe became so well known for being warriors. During the story, everyone ate the boar meat that Bowie and Alena hunted, as well as the meat that Darius got as well, because he also caught one. During the story, however, Ufaris seems to have dozed off against Darius. And the session ends with everyone going to sleep for the night except for one Alena.
Yeah, that sums it up. She's awake, but not awake. She's like the head's down, eyes are closed, but trying to sleep. But brain is saying, "Haha, no."
You're laying outside, aren't you?
Yeah, she's sleeping outside because she's weird.
Go ahead and roll perception.
I fucking knew I needed my character sheet.
What? No. With me?
Wrong
No.
prefix.
You did it wrong.
I know, Peach. You know,
How dare you?
15.
Despite the fact that you are not able to sleep, you are still feeling pretty drowsy. Um, Maybe you're just not tired enough yet, but you're tired just enough that you're not
Yeah.
really your normal perceptive self.
That it's that sense of for us when we're like we could go to sleep, but TikTok for like 20 minutes, then bed.
20 minutes, 30 years? It's the same thing. However, there's not anything in the vicinity. Um, you don't feel like anything's watching you. And even if something were, you would not be completely worried as you are not harmless. You are able to fight for yourself, but you also know that Darius himself put up traps in the area, and Ufaris herself set her alarm spell. So before anything could get to you or the others, you would all be awoken. Um, with your 15 though, something that you do notice is that it's been a pretty cloudy these last couple of weeks. It's been pretty cloudy. Not cloudy as in like a rain, or if it is raining, it's not raining in your area, but it's been cloudy to the point where you couldn't really see much during the night, moon wise, star wise, things like that. However, tonight you are actually able to see the moon and the stars. It's not a full moon.
I mean, if it wasn't
By
me, a
the way.
little bit concerned.
It's not a full moon, by the way. Um, but it's what takes you off guard is the fact that there's more than one.
Huh.
There's the normal moon that you do usually see, and then if you're looking up at the sky, laying on your back, the moon that you usually do see is almost right up above you, high in the sky, probably telling you that it's somewhere around midnight, maybe one. Um, but you do also see a it's maybe a smaller moon, but it could also just be farther away. Um, a slightly smaller moon off to the right of it. This one letting off more of an orange glow, while the quote unquote normal moon that you usually see lets off a more whitish glow. And the sky is full of bright stars. It's a very, very bright night.
Yes, I love
Even
it.
someone without, even someone who didn't have dark vision could see clearly tonight.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna lean on my back and just be like, yes, I know that constellation, and I know that one. Just like instead of counting sheep to try and get tired, it's counting constellations to try and get tired. Um,
I can do that.
just like she's like going like her hand up, kind of does like tracing them sometimes as well, when she's a little bit more tired. Just like, wait, where the fuck was I? Kind of thing. Like, oh, right there and there. Oh, there. Um, but it's like, what is it? She's just gonna just so like, oh, pretty moon. Oh shit, there's two. Just kind of setting herself up, kind of looking the orangey
Hmm.
one, like, huh? Never noticed that one before. Somehow, huh? But yeah, she's just like trying to do everything she can to get herself to fall us to get sleepier.
All right. Go ahead and roll another perception.
Ah, boy, let's see if I'm gonna get more sleepy. Would be ironic if she rolled lower now.
Oh,
Natural!
man, why couldn't this have been like in the actual session where I could actually like do some stuff? Man, why is it gotta be here? Damn it.
Natural fucking one!
All right, I'm just gonna pin that.
A rare moment where Alena rolls. The fact that even then, my lowest roll is a 12 with perception.
Fucking 11 with perception. God. All right. You're laying there. You're trying so very hard to doze off, but try as you must, you literally cannot fall asleep.
Mood!
But you find yourself concentrating so hard on trying to fall asleep. You're concentrating on trying not to concentrate so you can fall asleep, and it's just a losing battle all the way around. That you don't realize that Ufaris has exited the tent that she was in and has began and is now standing nearby.
Just.
Well, not standing nearby. She's poking around the fireplace, making sure the coals are out. Or not completely out, maybe just dying down a little bit.
Yeah. Alena could be completely oblivious to the fact that Ufaris is awake. Through the fact that, like you said, she's trying to concentrate to not concentrate to fall asleep. It's been there, done that. It's horrible. Um, she's just like, just kind of mumbling to herself, obviously like awake, just like, please, gods, let me fall asleep. I just want to rest, tonight, please. I'm so tired.
Give me a second.
Please, God, let me sleep.
Hang on. Why is my internet gotta be so slow?
Because internet hates us, okay? Look, you're speaking to me, the one who streams. I know how much my internet hates me, and when I'm streaming, it's like, oh, why are you doing this? Because I can. But why? Work, bitch. Fine. Fucking put it through the hamster wheel, that's for sure.
What, Mediacom? Is that you? Many of you won't get that reference, but the ones that do, you the real one.
See, the thing is, but my internet provider is exactly what I am. Virgin.
I am not that.
Oh, I would say good for you, but then I'm like, wait, no,
My
my asexuality.
my internet connection is something that I am not.
Your internet connection is what you have been. Get fucked. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But well, not my internet, but my cell phone provider is fuck.
I see.
Why won't it load?
Because it hates us.
It's almost there. I can feel it loading so slowly.
I can smell you.
I can smell you. I know what video you're quoting. Is it Morgan Freeman?
Yep.
Hey, my favorite. Oh, sea nanners. I knew it. Okay, Jesus fucking Christ. I'm tired of it not going to load. Anyway, as you are laying there grumbling, um, Ufaris does notice that you are very obviously having some trouble falling asleep. Um, and very quietly makes her way over to you so as not to disturb the ones in the tent. Just she stands a little bit on you, like a little bit farther down the cart, so that way she doesn't scare you too bad. And then she just very gently knocks on the side of the cart and whispers your name.
Uh, mm, uh, mm. Oh. She just kind of sets herself up. Ufaris, what are you doing up? Shouldn't you be asleep?
I could not fall asleep.
You too?
Or I fell asleep, but I can't stay asleep.
You too? Almost. I can't sleep.
Yeah. Why can't you sleep?
She just shrugs. It happens from time to time.
I would say we could pray to the sleep gods, but I don't think there is one.
There should be.
Ah, yes, we're gonna pray to Lord Sleepington. That'll work.
Ah, yes. Please grant us comfy pillows, quilts, and a giant bed to fall asleep in, and we'll never have to worry about bad dreams ever again. Sounds ideal.
You know, there is. I don't. It's on the other side of Calamus, but there is a a city. It's in Cliffall, actually. I've only been there one time. It's up in the mountains on the other continent of Calamus. they have really comfortable beds. Um, and they put these rocks underneath the bed that are always warm. I don't know if it's magic or not, but it always makes the bed really warm because it gets cool up there at night.
That sounds ideal. That sounds absolutely divine.
It is really nice.
I'll definitely make sure I try and get a detour for us to go there at some point, just so we can experience the hotbeds.
Mm.
Though maybe not put Brooke in them. I don't know if she would start steaming up a room.
Yeah, maybe. I don't really know.
And I guess there's only one way to find out, and I don't want to be the one to find that out.
I mean, she doesn't really steam when she's around campfires.
That's a fair point. I definitely am being hit by the sleep deprivation a lot tonight. I'm yawning, but I know I won't fall asleep. So,
Yeah. Oh, can I sit up here by you?
of course.
She's gonna hop up onto the cart as quietly as she can. Again, so she doesn't bother the others that are trying to sleep. It's been a while since I've been able to sit outside. Well, not sit outside, but see the sky like it is.
I sleep
Doesn't
already.
happen very often, actually.
Oh, guess you were inside a lot.
Yeah. Um, that moon, the orange yellow one,
Yeah?
it's actually only here for a few months, out of the year, or it's actually only here for like 3 months. It's it gets pulled by something, I guess. I don't really know. Um, it makes the stars glow a lot brighter.
I kind of just like looks up, then it looks around, and just goes, huh. Guess it only appears around here, so hence I never saw it at home. That's that's interesting.
Here, I'll get a picture for you.
Spooky orange moon.
Not the moon, the mine. It's a picture just minus the moon.
Moons don't exist anymore. No moon. No more
Oh, that
like
felt so.
no more lycanthropy. No more worries.
It's in the maps.
Ooh, yes, bright as fuck.
Hmm.
And it just kind of just chuckles and just kind of just like swinging, like kind of like sits herself up properly now on the cart, so therefore she's not like half leaning, and she goes, "Yeah, it's extremely bright tonight, like you."
She looks taken off guard. Oh,
I mean, you're intelligent. That's what I meant.
she just, you can see, despite her dark complexion, you can see a bit of pink rise up on her cheeks. Um, and she smiles a bit before turning away to hide the smile on her face. And then she goes, "Well, you are too."
Mm. And it's just like, she kind of just puts her hands on her cheeks, just like, see, that doesn't count. That's not allowed.
Uh, sorry, I don't make the rules. It is
Uh,
allowed.
well, I started it, therefore I can make the rules.
Um, that's not how that works, so no.
Ahem. say, I can't sleep. You can't sleep. We're going to be tired either way tomorrow from the lack of sleep. Do you want to just like walk somewhere? Just go for like a small walk in the area.
Um, yeah.
Like that just like stands up, just kind of like a little bit wobbles. Just like, oh, I forgot how it was to stand up for a second there. The iron in her brain decided to just die. She just had a Windows malfunction. Don't worry, it's fine.
She snorts a little bit watching you struggle.
Oh, ha ha, yes, laugh at me all you want, Ufaris.
I will. I am.
It was meant to be taken as a challenge.
Well, too late.
Children.
Uh,
Alena just grabs her bow and just kind of just in case. You never know. You never know what things will be lurking in the night. And she just hops off the cart and kind of like puts her hand out for Ufaris to like help her like off the cart.
you going to take it?
Just gonna just go, "Milady," and just help her down.
She's just going to like narrow her eyes at you, but like in a playful way. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, I win. Now let's go.
Nope. He's gonna snort.
Alright, let's leave the vicinity so therefore we don't wake up any of these guys. I mean, Kenneth is probably awake, but we don't need to worry about him. Brooke is fast asleep, and Nurse is probably fast asleep, but Kenneth's probably wide awake, and Bowie is probably dreaming about how she's probably going to hit Brooke in the morning, so let's leave these guys be.
Okay, fine.
Fuck off, plane! I'm trying to play a fantasy game! I just hear this really...
Plane?
I can
A
just
plane
really
in
fucking...
my fantasy world?
I can hear a
What
really
is this?
fucking loud-ass plane outside.
You've ruined the immersion. Good job.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Anyway.
Fuck.
So yeah, Elena's just gonna just find a general direction that seems to not lead to death and destruction and walk it.
You mean none of the roads?
Exactly! The one that looks the least threatening.
Okay, go ahead and roll perception while you're walking.
Oh boy.
It's fine.
You say that. I'm getting that fucking dream one shot again. How many perception checks did I make? Like 30 in that one thing?
Shut up.
Oh my god, a fucking 40! What is all these bad rolls suddenly tonight?
Dude, you're just like not having a good night. Oh my god. You're just like straight up not having a good time.
The bot said no. PJ, you're secretly thinking, man, where was all this when we actually wanted, when you actually wanted it and actually needed like the low rolls, and now
right.
Watch next session. That's a 27, 26, 25, 30.
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna happen. Every time. Where was that nat one I needed when you guys got off the boat? When you got on Calamus to not see the werewolf? Where was that nat one?
Nowhere to be found. To the void.
No, instead there was a nat 20.
I see all.
We'll stop it.
Oh,
Anyway.
no.
Hang on. Okay. I had to move my headphones around. I just stretched my ears so they're sore from my headphones.
Ow.
Okay. Ah, hang on. McKinley.
I saw that. I love her. I love McKinley. Which is a
Which is
bit
a
of
bit of a
a.
contradiction. All right. As you are walking, neither one of you are saying much. You're just like enjoying the silence. It's a really comfortable silence. You're just enjoying each other's presence while walking. Um, as you are walking though, you do see something like moving, in some taller grass nearby. There's a bit of a fallen tree that's probably is hollowed out, and one side of it. But Ufaris is the one that points out the creatures that you see, and it's actually you remember those little badger mole things that light on fire?
Yes.
Yeah, it's basically just a little group of those skittering around, digging up wild onions and bugs.
Nom. Tasty.
They're not on fire at the moment. They're not lit.
They're just being good boys.
Yes.
In that case, I'm not gonna bother them. I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna just look at them and just kind of just blink in just the fact that like, oh, you guys, just gonna give you guys a wide berth. I remember how things went down a few times, so just
They
gonna.
never caused you trouble.
The one time they stepped on one and one tried to attack me, but other than that one time, I'd rather not, go too close. Only are smart enough to know the fact that, yes, wild animals, let's go closer to them than they have sharp teeth and claws. That's going to end well. You don't poke the bear. Unless if you're Brooke. Then you poke the bear.
Right? Stupid.
But at least it's just like, just kind of just chuckle, see them and just go, they're so small and yet they act so vicious.
I mean, yeah, it's usually the smaller ones you gotta watch out for. They have to fight harder to survive, I guess.
Ah, so is that why
They
you're.
don't have many predators. Wait, what?
Nothing?
Say it.
No.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Is that why you're so aggressive?
Look who's talking.
I'm taller than you.
And you're still tiny.
I'm not tiny. I'm average sized.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Yeah, sure.
you're
I'm st
tiny.
I'm still growing.
So am I.
Well, you know what? You're still short. You're barely taller than me.
I'm like 4 or 5 inches taller than you. You are armrest height, Missy.
Nah, I don't see it.
She's just gonna instantly, as she said that, just put her arm on Ufaris' head. See? Armrest height.
Make a deck save.
Watch this. Let's see. Low roll again. Are we gonna get a low roll? Natural 20, 28. And I'm never gonna roll that kind of.
You've lost your talking privileges. No. No talking for you.
Oh.
How dare you?
No.
In my house?
No, here's the thing, right?
Literally? Are you kidding me?
I'm.
What's the fucking chances of this?
Here's the thing. I'm never gonna roll that natural 20 when I need it most ever again, but I'm gonna roll it when it's the stupidest thing that I don't need it for. Like this moment.
Stupid. Dumb. Well, as you rest your arm on top of her, she tries to like sweep your legs out from under you with one of hers, but I'll let you decide how you avoid that.
Oh god, so that at least a perceptive little asshole. She's gonna pretty much like bloodborne this, see the fact that she's about to attack, and just very casually, very cat-like, but also with almost little to no effort in what it seems like for her, just sidestep out the way. And she's looking at you, she'll just go, "Oh, you tried your best."
You do realize that one day I'm going to tower over you, and I'm going to pick you up and throw you in the nearest body of water.
Have to catch me first.
That won't be hard.
I'm faster than you.
Right now.
Yes. Anyway, we should continue walking. Let's go.
You just turned into a robot.
Uh, oh god, Alena's secretly a warforged this whole time. Um, she goes, anyway,
Oh,
let's...
gross. Now she has to die.
Oh no. She goes, anyway, let's go and, just carry on walking so one of us gets tired enough. I mean, it'll probably be you first. Because I just...
What's that? Robot Alena?
Huh?
I hear a robot again?
Oh, for
Wow.
fuck's sake. Discord, I'm literally on 90. You should not be roboting. Am I good now?
Yeah, now you are.
Yeah. Anyway, let's continue walking.
No.
Oh. I guess we'll just stand here then.
Yeah, we will. You're right.
Okay then. Huh.
Lord.
You are a very, very annoying person sometimes to be around. But in the best way.
If I was not around, it would be boring.
No, it wouldn't be boring. It would be how much will it take before me or Darius die of stress because Brooke or Kenneth decides something stupid again. It's still that, but at least we've got something to be less, I don't know what the word is. Destructive. I cannot tell you how many times I have had to sit in my bed after a day, just reflect on what one of those two did, and wonder how the hell we're still alive, especially how the hell they're still alive.
Luck, maybe.
Oh yeah, whatever god or celestial is watching over them, or hell, maybe it's some devil, because with how the luck is, it might just be a cruel fate instead. I wonder. I do wonder, and I do think that there is definitely an air of luck in there. That's for sure. I don't know how the hell, especially Bowie or Darius have not killed Brooke yet, or if not badly hurt her. And I'm waiting for the day it's gonna happen, because I don't know if I can do much to help. I've already had to defuse one fight before between Darius and Kenneth. That wasn't fun.
Yeah, it doesn't sound it.
I don't like raising my voice at them, but I did. And I was also suffering with probably the first stage of hypothermia at the time as well, so you know. Not a good day. For any of us.
No, that's not a good day. You're right.
Or maybe there's someone up there that's a good day, but that's definitely not in my books a good day.
No.
Still, I think you'll like those four. They're a good bunch, even for the ones that seem a little bit more unhinged than some of the others.
Yeah, they're all. I like all of them. They're okay.
I'll take that. It took you a lot quicker to get to like all five of us than it did for us to like each other, and we've been traveling each other for nearly like 8, 9 months now.
I don't know. I always kind of have this thing where I can tell if someone is good or not.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
I've not been wrong yet. Usually, if I meet someone and they have bad intentions, I get like this feeling, but I don't really have that feeling with any of you.
That
Not scared of any of you or worried about any of you.
I would say I'm surprised, but then I remember it's you, and then I remember how much of a just I don't know. You just don't seem to be scared by the fact that about me or any of the others. It's surprising, actually.
Why? Because I'm a child, I'm supposed to be scared of everything.
No, it's more just we're strangers in a sense.
Well, you were strangers as well, and yet you're traveling with them. You trust them,
Well, when does I get a choice in
don't you?
whether? Well, I do trust them for the most part. Darius and Bowie, I trust with all my heart. I don't doubt them at all when it comes to their judgment or anything like that. They have will never once give me reason to doubt their judgment, or I'll always trust them. Kenneth and Brooke, I do trust them, but Kenneth, I worry if his actions are truly his own because of what he's going through. That a part of me wonders if anything he does is truly him or something else. And Brooke, I also trust her, but she needs to understand where her heart lies because there are times where I wonder who we're really fighting on the battlefields.
Yeah.
So while I think they're all good people, weirdly enough, the two that seem like the least good are the ones that I trust the most. And yet the ones that seem like they're the most good are the ones I trust the least. If that makes any sense. My tiredness.
A little bit, yeah. I'm tired too, so it's I understand.
Hey, I guess despite everything, despite my string of bad luck, there's definitely been some silver linings, and that's definitely been meeting you four and definitely meeting you as well. It's definitely been the highlights of this whole thing.
Oh, I thought it was annoying though.
Oh, you are annoying, but at the same time, you're not unbearable.
Oh, really? Dang, I up it up then.
No, wait, please don't. We already.
I won't.
I don't believe you. Surprisingly, I don't know what gives me that kind of feeling, but I don't believe you.
I don't either.
Huh. God, I'm just gonna. Alena just kind of sits down on the ground and just kind of just plop on the ground. Just no, legs gone on the ground.
Look,
Just yeah, it's like her legs just decided to just not exist anymore.
do me a favor.
What?
Roll perception.
Ah,
Number 4 of the evening.
19. Yay! The dice are being a little bit kinder to me when it comes to perception check, but I still haven't rolled above a 10.
Shut up, Miss Nat 20. Mr. Nat 20.
I was just like, do I say it?
No. No.
Uh,
Shish. I haven't rolled above a 10 all night. Nat 20 rolls. Okay.
well, no, okay. For perception checks, I haven't rolled above a 20, like above a 10 all night. Like, the dexterity check is a different thing, but all the perception checks 4, 1, 3, 8. Like, the dice are just not having a fun time with me today when it comes to perception checks.
Mm-hmm. Whatever you say.
What do my elf eyes see or hear?
Nothing.
Woohoo!
No, hold on. As the two of you are talking, um, Ufaris, while she is talking to you, she's not looking completely at you. She's actually looking at some birds there nearby. Um, they're these pretty, they're mostly white. The body of them are white, except they have a pretty deep, long beak that is black. They have bright blue eyes, and their tails are long and flow behind them. They're just like jumping from branches as there are a few trees nearby, and a good few amount of bushes. Um, the birds are just hopping around, either doing some kind of mating dance that they usually do, or just enjoying the calm night. But one of them gets spooked, by another type of bird, and immediately it stands straight up and begins to glow white light, scaring away the others. And I put it in creature encounter.
Oh, what a majestic boy.
And you see the one that startled it, is actually, I'll post a picture of it as well. It's a little bird that looks like it would fit in the tiny palm of your hand. Um,
It's
they're
so
just like
fat.
they look like they look like a combination of a kangaroo and because of their legs and then obviously a bird. They're just like jumping around. They're not able to fly, but they're just like jumping around. They were the ones to spook the white bird, and the moment it began to glow, they all like bounced in different directions.
It's a potato with legs and a beak. That's all I can see
Are you
looking at.
saying that is Alena?
You know what? Fuck it, she is.
She's gonna
She's.
snort.
I'm not wrong.
Lord.
Hey,
Oh
Peach.
my goodness. What?
Are there flowers around?
Why?
Just asking.
You do see flowers nearby, but they're a good walk away.
I'm gonna stand back up, and I'm just gonna go. Let's head this direction, pointing in the very obvious direction of the flowers, but not like not trying to make it obvious that that's what I'm pointing towards. I'm just like let's just go this way because this way seems fun. And
She's just gonna roll her eyes and walk with you.
when we get to the flowers, I'ma just uh sit down
Hold
and
your horses. I have a
oh
picture.
no, I'm afraid.
I'm not gonna make you roll perception.
Holy shit, I'm free.
No, it's pretty obvious.
I know. I'm still gonna say I'm free.
Hold on. I put this picture on my dock to keep it, and then I forgot how to copy it.
Ain't that a mood?
Oh God. Why? How do you copy a picture?
I wish I knew.
Hang on, I'll figure this out. I have to have this picture.
Oh, that's awesome. Sorry, D&D Beyond added some cool shit, so I'm just like playing around with it. I love you, D&D Beyond. You make me. They added a cool feature, so
Here,
when
hold on.
oh,
Huh?
D&D might add a feature now, so the fact that if you have like a backpack inventory and then your normal equipment, you can equip or de-equip your backpack, and that changes your weight carried. Therefore, you can actually tell how much weight you actually have carried and are actually carrying, and you can actually do cool calculations with weight stuff. That makes me happy because I like calculating weight for some reason in D&D and how much characters can lift.
As the two of you are walking, um, she does point out the fact there are quite a few meteors flying overhead, and she tells you that it's actually because of the orange moon. Um, every time there's the orange moon, there's always these meteors that come with it. Um, it happens every time the moon shows up, and it causes the sky to glow like bright blues and purples. Um, and then as you do your flowers, you see that it just goes on and on. This field of flowers does, and at first you think it's a lake because it's like a reflection of the night sky, until you do in fact realize that it is glowing blue, purple flowers. And I put it in maps.
Oh hell yeah! I'ma just be like, well, let's just sit. Just, well, ow, fuck! I just kicked my leg on my desk. Anyway, um,
Good.
ow! How dare you? She's just gonna just wide-eyed, just be like, holy shit! Before kind of just sitting down and kind of like patting the ground for you far to sit next to her.
I guess, since you asked so nicely.
Hey, and I'm gonna just like scoot myself so that I'm behind you, Ufaris. Hold still now.
Okay.
And I'm at least just gonna just kind of like take off whatever like what I don't know what it's called a rivet that's like holding Ufaris' hair, and at least it's just gonna sit there and properly braid it, like similar to hers, but a bit more like fancy. Alena's more like a practical braid that's meant to like hold tight, so therefore it doesn't come loose during battle. While she's making this a little bit more like loose and a little bit more fancier for Ufaris, because she doesn't need to worry about shooting a bow in the middle of a battle.
He doesn't really say much. She just lets you do it and leans back against you, like not putting pressure on you, preventing you from doing it, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I know what you
A
mean.
content thing.
And once she's done with like the braid, Emma just like pick a few of the flowers and just very gently, so it's not too obvious what she's doing. Uh, Kind of just put them like weave them into Evaris's hair.
What'd you put in the Herbert here?
Some flowers.
I don't know.
Nearly
My
done.
mind blanked there.
She's just. I'm the same. I blank a lot. And it's like just as she's doing it, she's got nearly done, and there we go.
She's going to she blushes a bit and just mumbles a thank you. And then not that she's being it's she mumbles a thank you. Um doesn't know what else to say. She's just fidgeting with the flowers on the ground. Not awkward, she just doesn't know what else to do or say.
I'm gonna just scoot myself. I'm still like on the floor. I'm gonna just like scoot around, so therefore I'm like next to her now, not behind her. Um, and just sit next to her and just go, you doing okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I just I'm still tired, but McKinley, I'm just still tired and I don't get around people. I don't know what to do.
I I get that. Maybe not in the same way, but I can definitely sympathize in a very similar way. So you know, it's been a while since I've actually been with people, and this is the first time in a while I've been with people that I feel safe around. So I understand.
Yeah.
Different boat, same river. It's just it's weird how of all people, I wasn't expecting this group of people to be the ones that I ended up trusting with my life.
Why?
Do you want me to explain?
I mean, if you want.
She kind of puts her head back, just like, alright, let me figure out how to word every one of these people correctly. We'll start off with the one that's like, I guess the easiest one to explain, and that's Kenneth. He was, when I first met him, was not the same person that you know today. He was very secretive. Of course, no one knew about him and his past. Um, Now, the first time I met him, we had to defend each other in an alleyway from some ruffians, and he, in doing so, impaled one of them in the head with a rapier, which was not a fun sight to see because I don't like that kind of stuff. I'm getting used to it now, but back then I nearly broke down, and he did also go down and get knocked out, which caused me to start crying and hyperventilating, which definitely didn't leave a good impression of me on Darius and Bowie, especially. Um, he he's got a good heart. I know he wants to do what's right, but what he sees as right, I don't think he realizes could put us in more danger than anything else any of us could do. He made a deal with a god of life and death, and now he has to do that or suffer consequences I don't want to even imagine what a god could do. And he also kind of got us wrapped up in it. I don't know if it was intentional or not because I don't know the full details of what went on. And a part of me wants to believe that he's told us all the truth, but at the same time, considering he made a deal with a god of life and death, and that God has talked through Kenneth a few times, only the once that I remember, but we know it's possible to happen again. I I don't know if everything he's telling us is from him or as a whole. So I always can't help but wonder if what he's doing is his own actions or if he's like, being controlled. And yet, at the same time, he's proven himself fantastic when it comes to things we needed to do. He's gathered information really, really well. He's been very stealthy when we need him to be. He's starting to practice arcane arts. And despite him being very overbearing, when we found out he could talk, he almost became like a kestrel parent towards me, which I did not need, nor do I need. He's definitely decided to take a step back and actually let me be, you know, free.
Your own person?
Yeah, definitely that. Um, Bowie is the next, I guess, I can explain. When the first day we met, she broke her wrist with a mace to see if some magical healing water would actually heal her. It didn't leave a very good impression on me, thinking that she was very trying to think, what's a good word to describe that? Non caring, I guess. Very up in the air, very unaware that actions have consequences. Um, but since then, and since that one real moment, there's not really been much else I could kind of comment on that caused concern. Since then, she's given me advice, she's, you know, been there, she's healed us, she's protected us, she's learning, she's taught me things, I've taught her things. I love learning about her culture despite how different it is when it comes to the fact that we follow different religions. Her religion isn't vastly unique to mine, but there are still similarities. And she's just in general been fantastic to be around, and I love whenever I get to hear what she has to say because there's always something in there that's worth taking on board, even if you don't realize it that it's worth taking on board. You just end up doing it anyway. She's it's weird because she lost a lot. She lost pretty much her whole family to things that she shouldn't have. And yet she's still here, she's still fighting, she's still holding on to something that most people would have abandoned the second it felt lost. And yet, here she is. Still holding on to every day the morning ritual, still making sure that everything her family taught her stays alive. And I don't think she'll ever let that up until she's dead. And that's something definitely worth admiring. Brooke. Oh god, Brooke. How do I explain Brooke without accidentally cursing? Um, she's good to be around, but at the same time, like I said, it's hard to tell on the battlefield who we're actually fighting sometimes. She she's done some things in combat that's caused questionable concerns. Um, when I mean the fact that Bowie and Darius have not killed her yet. Every single morning when Bowie is woken up by Brooke, I'm surprised that she hasn't killed her yet. And also in a fight we had a bit ago back at Quickburn, Brooke, I don't know how intentional it was, or I don't know how much she's actually learned since then, casted a spell that not only hit what we were fighting, which was great, but it also hit Darius, and he was not happy about that. Because Brooke decided that it was, from what it seems like, she seemed like it was worth possibly sacrificing one of us for the fact that she could also hit who we were fighting. And while I get that sometimes you need to prioritize one thing over another, she shouldn't have hit Darius with that spell. I'm surprised. And then she also slapped me at one point, which wasn't a good idea. If it was any other day, it would have been fine. But she happened to slap me while I was midway between turning, trying to hold it back. Because apparently fighting other werewolves causes my lycanthropy to also pop out of the woodworks and, you know, try and take control. So that wasn't a very smart idea from her to slap me.
No, not really.
I kept it under control, obviously, otherwise I doubt she would be here to this day. Um, or I would be here. I don't know, one of us would be dead. It would either be her or me. And but everything's fine. But I do worry. She says things without thinking. She acts without thinking. Her head and her heart are in two different places, and they're on other sides of the world. Her head thinks of the more logical option, while her heart thinks of what seems to be right in the moment. And I think she listens to one more than the other than she should, when she doesn't sit and actually think for just a second that what she's doing will have consequences, and what she's doing is going to affect us as well as her. But at the same time, she's, you know, apart from all the bad things she's done, she's still been really helpful and still shown her intelligence and her wits and her cunning. She's thought of some incredibly creative things with magic that I never thought was even possible.
Lois, you're really muted.
Oh, hello?
I could hear you. You're just really muted.
Probably because my head was accidentally facing away from my mic. I just instinctively start like moving my head when I'm talking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's done some fantastic things with arcane magic that I didn't even think was possible. Some of the things she's done have been I'm trying to think of just things you wouldn't think of when you learn these abilities and spells, and yet she's done them and has caused some of the most insanely out there things, and I love it when she does that. Sometimes I do wonder how long it'll take until this comes and bites her in the ass and something doesn't go right, and now we have to drag her out of whatever hells she's got herself into. But when it works, I can't help but feel like the sense of pride when she does it. Even if I don't say it in the moment, nor do I say it after the moment, because I'm too busy concentrating on what's going on. She's intelligent. I just don't think she realizes how intelligent she is. But she also needs to realize when to just stop and understand when actions have consequences. I worry about that. Despite all the good she has, the fact that she doesn't consider the consequences is a real big worry for me. She already caused the death of Kolvar. She nearly has caused the death of Darius. And I don't know how long it'll be until someone else dies from her miscalculations or her lack of consequences. And that leaves us with Darius. He's a hard one to explain. He's been there for me, but has also been the one who's been the most cold towards me. Since my lycanthropy came to light, he definitely was the one most negative about it. He didn't trust me, he told it to my face. He. Well, when he found out, he told me to go to hell. He really didn't want anything to do with me. And I can't really say I blame him for that. I shouldn't have hid it. And at the same time, he's been one of the people I trust the most of everyone because he's never lied to me. He's never not helped me when it's needed. Even when it was the wound is still fresh about my lycanthropy. In battles, he still would help me. He wouldn't leave me to die just because I was a werewolf and he wasn't.
She
And
looks like she's deep in thought and then uh cuts you off a bit before you continue. Why shouldn't you have hit it? I mean, you are all from Calamus or Magia. Aren't werewolves not treated the same there?
yeah,
I
they're
don't think he should have. Maybe he had a right to be mad that you hit it, but he overreacted, I think. Where you're from, werewolves are slaughtered on the street because of something they can't control. It's not your fault that you are one. He shouldn't have reacted that way or said that to you.
she just shrugs. Uh, it's not really something that I'm mad about. I mean, I'm not sure. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I'm not gonna be the one to judge that. That's up to other people. For me, it wasn't. For me, it was actually quite a reaction that I was actually kind of surprised about because I was expecting more of a reaction. Um, I honestly was expecting him or Bowie the second they found out to put a knife into my throat because that just seems like the kind of people that they were at the time. Get rid of a threat before it becomes more of a threat kind of people. And I was also the most scared of him when I met him. I'm still the most scared of him out of everyone in the party because when we first met him, we found out he was a war criminal and he'd been in the army for gods know how long. But at the same time, despite what he's done, I don't think he's a bad person. And yet, from what it seems like, I think he thinks he's a bad person. I don't know what he did. I don't know what he's experienced. But the way he talks and the way he doesn't let anyone in. I think something happened and he put up his walls so high, he doesn't know how to put them back down again. I think part of him wants to, but he doesn't know how. I say that because I can definitely see the similarities between me and him. I guess it's easy to tell when you're looking in your own reflection sometimes. Because there are times that I do see it, and we are one and the same, with many different things. We are different, but there are things as well that I can see and just tell. And I do think he thinks he's a bad person. I do think that something happened that caused him to shut off the world. And he survived paranoid, but in doing so, he's cut off anyone to trust, anyone to love. And I think that's just the saddest part about it is the fact that behind all that anger, behind all that coldness, I think the second he lets go, he's got to face the fact that there's sadness and pain. I don't think he wants to experience that. I don't think. I don't think he knows how to. I think he just finds it easier to just not. I'm trying to think of good words to describe it, but I think he just finds it easier to just not let anyone in. I've tried, and every single time I've very quickly got shot down. And he's not at all even attempted to explain things, but at the same time, it also explains a lot. He, he's I don't know. I want to help him. I don't know what he's been through, but I want to help him. But at the same time, there's only so much I can do to try and help him. I'll keep trying and trying and trying to see if I can find out what's happened to him, but I don't know.
As you're talking, she's just nodding along, letting you know that she's listening.
He unintentionally knows the most about me. He's seen my memories in person. Like, we both experienced it at one point where I got to relive some memories of mine. I was like watching it from like a different point. He saw what happened to me, and I kind of feel sorry for that he had to experience that. He had to see what I went through, and yet he knows so much about me. Yet I know almost nothing about him. It's weird, but
I don't know. I think maybe you know more about him than you realize, maybe.
maybe,
People who hide secrets like that, they show us things about themselves without actually saying it.
yeah, I've picked up on that, which is why I definitely think that he thinks he's a bad person. He doesn't seem to like himself, similar to how I don't like myself. But obviously, it's not because of lycanthropy for him. it's something else. And to the fact that we've know that he committed some kind of crime back at King's Watch back in Magia, I think that something happened. I mean, all the guards that we ran into knew him. These orcs on the road also knew him and really seemed very aggressive towards him, so I think something happened between whatever military thing he was a part of and orcs, because there's no way they wouldn't know him unless if he did something, and the aggression they showed towards him was something I have never seen in a long time. The last time I saw that kind of aggression towards someone for just, I guess, existing. The last time I saw werewolf hunters, that was a long time ago now. But he's been there for me a lot. He's been there when I've tried for gods know how long. He's watched over me and been there despite everything, so I think he does care. I mean, Brooke even said that he does. Um, though again, it's hard to tell if Brooke's just saying that to make me feel better. But I think he does care. But I think he's just put up his walls so high from something that he doesn't remember or know how to show it again. I didn't see what you did, Ufaris. You made me start talking, and next thing you know, I'm here for 20 years talking to you. I guess for us, that's not,
And
that's, what? I'm annoying.
no, you're not. The next time someone tells you you're annoying for talking, smack them. Everyone talks.
I, I don't mean to go on long tangents, but, whoops.
You're not. I asked you your opinion on something, and you gave me your opinion.
Okay, you're right.
I know I am.
Let's just start. Like with dogs with their floppy ears, you kind of just like start bouncing their ear like on your hand.
Say that again?
Like with like dogs with like really floppy ears, you kind of like bounce their ear on your hand. You like,
Yeah.
yeah. Alena's just gonna start doing that with you, Ufaris. Just kind of just putting your hand under you and just start just bonk, bonk, bounce, bounce, bonk, bonk.
If you keep doing that, I'm going to hit you.
Bonk, 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 bonk.
She's gonna whack you with her quarterstaff.
Ow! If I had a
Wait,
gold, if I had a gold coin for every single time I've been hit on the head with a quarterstaff, I'd have 2 gold coins, which isn't a lot, but it's strange it's happened twice.
don't do it again.
Bonk.
She's gonna do it again.
Ow! That's gonna be a lump in the morning.
Yeah. You wanna do it again?
No, I'm gonna do this instead. Boop.
She just takes a deep breath and sighs. And then hold on. My brain buffered. She's just gonna shake her head. You call me annoying.
Look, I used to be like this when I was a bit younger, before the whole. She kind of gestures to her arm, just before that. So, you know, it's been a long time since I've been able to actually talk and interact with somebody my age. Everyone else I've been with are adults or children who or children stuck in no, adults stuck uh yeah, children stuck in adult bodies. That's what I was looking for.
Well,
Brooke. What?
nothing. I was just gonna see how long it took you to say it.
Yeah, no, every single time I thought I got the right order, I had to switch it around, but no, it was right the first time. Oh well.
He's just gonna snicker.
Like I just also wanted to say, Ufaris, I've really been enjoying your company at the moment.
Really?
Yeah, I really have.
Oh, I've enjoyed yours too.
I He gives a very just soft smile towards Ufaris.
I I don't have a lot of friends where I'm from. Most Furbolgs are born with natural magic in some way. Most of us are uh druids because we're the nature people. We're supposed to have all that. I wasn't really born with stuff like that. That's why I was so excited to come here to be a wizard. I never got along with kids my age where I'm from because I was the weird one who didn't have magic. So I think you are my first real friend that I've ever had.
Well, it just gives a really oh kind of smile, just like she's obviously very just surprised, but also like at the same time really happy about that. Just like I'm really glad you have me to you know be one of your first true friends.
Yeah.
Stupid conversations mean more to me than I think you realize.
She's just gonna smile and then look like she's in thought for a second.
Lena sees her smile, just goes and Lena just kind of just chuckles and like scratches the back of her neck and just goes, "Your smile is literally the cutest thing I have ever seen in my life.
Say that again.
Your smile is literally the cutest thing I have ever seen in my life."
Her face is gonna go very bright red. Um, hey, can you do me a favor?
What? What is it?
Close your eyes for a second.
Lena's just gonna just close her eyes.
Can I take something from you really quick?
Sure.
She's going to lean forward and kiss your cheek.
Lena's just gonna open her eyes, just wide eyed, just like, and then kind of instantly go from wide eye to slightly mischievous smirk, and look over and just go, "You missed."
What?
I said you missed.
She looks not confused, not embarrassed, shocked. She doesn't know what to do. Like she knows what you're implying, but she doesn't know what to do. She's frozen.
Taking the opportunity, at least I'll just lean forward, kind of just and kiss her properly.
This is gay, Lois.
Yeah, I know, and it's adorable, gay.
The moment the kiss ends, her face is bright red to the tips of her ears. Her shoulders are like a light pink. Like her blush goes like everywhere, and she immediately covers her face with both hands.
Alena's also massively blushing, but trying so hard not to let it get to her. You have no idea how long I've been wanting to do that. Like, you're.
And she keeps trying to speak, but she's like stuttering over her words, so she just stops and keeps her head in her hands.
Like, you're really pretty, and just. When I'm around you, you make me laugh and feel safe. Maybe that's why I couldn't sleep, because I was just. Maybe just. I just couldn't stop thinking about you.
Oh my God, shut up. She she shoves you away a little like lightly.
Alina just chuckles before just kind of like just sitting back up, um, and just goes, "Oh, you're so cute when you're so bashful like this."
I will bonk you again.
And I'll kiss you again.
Ah,
I got you there.
not my browser crashing. What the heck?
The browser's crashing like Ufaris' brain is crashing right now.
Oh yeah. She mumbles something while keeping her face in her hands. And you feel something tap your shoulder.
I'ma look and see what the fuck is tapping my shoulder.
You turn and there's a mage hand floating behind you. It was tapping your shoulder with a finger. And the moment you turn to look at it, it puts its hand in your face and pushes you.
Unless you're like, oh come on, that doesn't count.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Gee, yo, your blush so hard you can be mistaken for a tiefling.
That's exactly what's going on.
Lord.
Ufaris,
Yeah.
I didn't think I would say this young or, you know, at all for a while, but I think I, well, love you. Uh, yeah,
That
anyway.
moment when both Ufaris and I both don't know how to respond. Gay, meet gay.
Gay,
How to nice to meet you, gay.
instead of it being like two positives make a negative or whatever it is, it's just
Two gays make it gayer.
two gays make a gay, exactly.
Um, she's going to like it takes her a moment, but her hands move away from her face, and she's trying so hard to like not look stupid, but she's got like that like a stupid grin on her face. Um, constant like dark red blush. Her ears are actually like flipping happily. Do you know what I mean? You know how you make
Yeah,
a goat really happy and their ears are just flipping?
yeah.
It's basically they're doing that. Um, and she just mumbles that she loves you too.
Ah. Alena, despite her fear of being touched and just like, ew, how dare people touch me, she's just gonna just just kind of scoot a little bit closer towards Ufaris and just lean her head on her shoulder.
She's gonna lean it back against you, and then she just mumbles, "Now who's the shorter one?"
Oh, hush. Let me enjoy this.
She's just gonna giggle. And Lois,
Yeah.
I think that's where we're gonna end it.
I think that's a very good place to end it. Oh my god, the gay is too much.
The gay, it's making my brain buffer.
It's so fucking cute.
Listen, can we just talk about the fact this is your second character that it has kissed and cuddled in a flower valley?
You know what? That's a fair point. I have a type, apparently.
Yeah. And both times they were werewolves.
That's a well. One was a werewolf, which is this character. The other one was a cursed wolf, human into a wolf. So it's like a, it's a diet. It's a diet werewolf.
There's a pattern.
That.
There's a pattern. Lois, it counts.
Oh, McKinley, don't call me out while I go and find someone.
A werehuman, if you will.
A were. Oh god.
Werehuman, more like I don't know. I had the joke in my head, but it disappeared.
I will call you out gladly. Okay, fine. I'm gonna go raid my friend Breeze because you guys are being mean to me. I hope you guys enjoyed the gay.
Yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the gay. Make sure you get your Doritos checked out. Get your Mountain Dew. Go to the doctor for your ED.
For fuck's sake! Can we go one fucking session?
No. I had to do it.
No, you didn't.
To.
You didn't. You didn't have to. You just wanted
it's counted
to.
as an episode. No. It's counted as an episode, and I know that if I didn't do it, the others would never let me live it down. I had to do it. Peach is fighting the good fight. See? I'm fighting the good fight.
Alright.
I'll never let it die.
I'm gonna end the stream now because you guys are being all attacking me now.